Is phasing out its cheapest ad-free subscription plan. The company quit offering what was known as the basic plan for new subscribers last July, but allowed customers who already had it to remain on the tier.
Netflix under fire. French and Dutch authorities raid offices in a shocking tax fraud investigation. What does this mean for the streaming giant? Let's find out. What happened? On Tuesday, November 5, investigators conducted searches at the offices of Netflix in France and the Netherlands as part of a preliminary investigation into alleged tax fraud and money laundering, according to a French judicial source. The probe is led by France's Parquet National Financier, PNF, a specialized unit dedicated to tackling complex financial crimes, often involving major international corporations. This investigation into the U.S. streaming giant's financial practices was reportedly launched in November 2022. The PNF is known for high-profile, white-collar investigations, and the case adds to recent scrutiny of multinational firms over their European tax strategies. We are cooperating with the authorities in France, where Netflix is a significant contributor to the local economy, and we comply with the tax laws and regulations in all the countries in which we operate, a Netflix spokesperson told Reuters. Investigators specializing in financial crime and corruption raided the company's offices in central Paris on Tuesday morning. Dutch authorities were simultaneously searching the company's European headquarters in Amsterdam, the French judicial source said. Cooperation between the French and Dutch authorities has been underway for many months as part of these proceedings, the French source said. The Office of the Dutch Prosecutor for Financial Crime declined to comment and referred questions to the PNF. A preliminary investigation in France does not imply criminal charges and does not necessarily lead to a trial. It was not immediately clear what prompted the investigation. Tech giants offering digital services across borders often face challenges with European tax authorities, and Netflix is no exception. Last year, the news site La Lettre reported that Netflix's French subsidiary was under scrutiny for its low reported turnover, a figure seemingly at odds with the number of paying users in France. Between 2019 and 2020, Netflix Services France reportedly paid less than €1 million, approximately $1.09 million, in corporate taxes. La Lettre stated that Netflix used a separate entity registered in the Netherlands to streamline revenue, raising suspicions among French tax authorities. However, Netflix reportedly ended this practice in 2021. Records reviewed by Reuters revealed that Netflix's revenue in France surged to approximately €1.2 billion in 2021, a sharp increase from €47 million the previous year. Netflix France did not respond to requests for comments about the reported practice of channeling revenue through its Amsterdam-based unit, nor did the French financial prosecutor, the Parquet National Financier, PNF, disclose specific details about the scope of the ongoing investigation. Netflix has faced similar tax scrutiny elsewhere in Europe. In 2022, the company agreed to settle a tax dispute with Italian authorities by paying €55.8 million. Netflix explained on its website that it opened a Paris office in 2020, employing around 40 staff, with an office just steps from the iconic Opera Garnier. However, most of Netflix's original French content, including hit shows like Emily in Paris, is produced through collaborations with third-party contractors. As Netflix continues to expand internationally, its complex revenue reporting strategies have placed it under the watchful eye of European tax regulators, highlighting the scrutiny facing multinational tech companies as they navigate diverse tax frameworks across borders. However, this is not the only time Netflix made news this year. Why is everyone canceling Netflix? Netflix has faced growing backlash from users in recent years, largely due to some eyebrow-raising decisions. One of the biggest issues was the crackdown on password sharing in 2023. This move required users outside a primary household to buy their own subscriptions instead of sharing accounts, frustrating longtime subscribers who had enjoyed the flexibility of sharing. The policy shift felt like a betrayal to many loyal customers who saw it as a cash grab. Adding fuel to the fire, Netflix has gained a reputation for canceling fan-favorite shows prematurely, axing popular series like The OA and Glow after only 1 or 2 seasons. Fans now hesitate to invest time in new shows, knowing they may be abruptly left hanging. To top it off, frequent price hikes have left many users questioning whether Netflix still delivers the value it once did. With monthly fees inching upward, viewers feel they're paying more for less. These issues have led to a surge of online campaigns urging users to cancel their subscriptions, amplifying a narrative that Netflix is losing touch with its audience. As a result, many are reconsidering their loyalty to the streaming giant, feeling that Netflix's choices are pushing it further from the customer-friendly platform it used to be. Moreover, here are some other reasons as well. Number 1, Netflix got rid of its cheapest ad-free plan. In July 2024, Netflix made a bold move by cutting out its cheapest ad-free plan, which had been priced at $9.99 in the US. This decision left subscribers with 2 choices: a $6.99 ad-supported plan, or the pricier $15.49 standard plan without ads. While existing users on the basic ad-free plan could keep it, new subscribers no longer had access to this option. The change sparked significant backlash from fans who saw it as an attempt to push users toward higher-priced plans. This policy shift hit price-conscious viewers the hardest, those who wanted ad-free streaming without paying a premium. Many users felt forced into a choice: deal with ads or dig deeper into their pockets for an ad-free experience. The lack of a middle ground option for affordable, ad-free content added to the frustration, as fans expressed feeling pressured into more expensive tiers. For Netflix, this decision was yet another controversial change in a series of policies that haven't sat well with its audience. Coupled with earlier frustrations like the crackdown on password sharing and frequent price hikes, this latest move has led to more criticism and dissatisfaction. It has intensified the narrative that Netflix is growing less customer-friendly, driving many users to question their commitment to the streaming giant and consider alternative platforms that offer a balance of quality and affordability. Number 2, Netflix co-founder Reed Hastings caused controversy for donating millions to Kamala Harris's campaign. In 2024, Netflix co-founder Reed Hastings made waves by donating a whopping $7 million to Vice President Kamala Harris's presidential campaign. The donation, given to a pro-Harris super PAC, became Hastings' largest political contribution and quickly stirred controversy. Despite being a personal act, the sizable donation triggered a backlash from conservative Netflix subscribers who viewed it as an implicit endorsement by Netflix itself. The hashtag #CancelNetflix gained momentum on social media, especially on X, formerly Twitter, as calls for a boycott surged. Many subscribers expressed discomfort with what they saw as Netflix's indirect support for a political candidate, even though the donation came from Hastings individually. Some argued that such a high-profile donation blurred the lines between Hastings' personal beliefs and the streaming service's public image, intensifying criticisms among an already disillusioned audience. Hastings, however, remained vocal about his support for Harris, seemingly unfazed by the criticism. For some Netflix users, this incident felt like yet another reason to reconsider their loyalty to the platform. Already frustrated by recent policy shifts, like price hikes, the removal of cheaper, ad-free plans, and the crackdown on password sharing, many subscribers saw Hastings' political donation as a tipping point. They voiced concerns that Netflix was moving further away from neutrality, fueling an ongoing narrative that the company might be losing touch with its diverse audience's interests. As debates over Hastings' donation grew, more users weighed whether to keep or cancel their subscriptions. So, are users actually canceling their subscriptions? Despite some users voicing frustration over recent changes, Netflix's subscriber numbers tell a different story. In the second quarter of 2024, the streaming giant reached around 277 million subscribers, an impressive gain of over 8 million from the previous quarter, via Statista. This growth comes after the company addressed a dip in 2022 by introducing an ad-supported tier to appeal to a broader audience. Since then, subscribers have steadily increased, showing no sign of a major downturn. Even with backlash over co-founder Reed Hastings' $7 million donation to Kamala Harris's presidential campaign, there's no clear evidence of a significant subscriber loss tied to this controversy. While third-quarter numbers for 2024 haven't been released yet, Netflix has not indicated any major losses so far. Some users have indeed canceled their subscriptions over recent policy changes, like the removal of the affordable ad-free basic plan and the crackdown on password sharing. However, Netflix's overall growth continues to indicate a resilient subscriber base. Despite criticisms, the platform remains one of the world's largest and most influential streaming services, seemingly able to weather user frustrations without significant damage to its bottom line. The rising numbers suggest that while some users may protest, Netflix's content library and global reach keep it an essential service for many.